New year, same old garbage. Hello everybody and welcome to 2022, the first review of 2022, and that is WWE Day 1. I should have had a feeling that WWE were going to pull something stupid, but at the same time, Roman Reigns has gone down with COVID, and they kind of had to change a match due to Roman going down with COVID. But I'm just going to say this. Just because Roman Reigns goes down with COVID, apparently that now means, oh, he's gone down with COVID, let's put the WWE Championship on Brock Lesnar. That's the excuse now? So, it's the same thing with Bianca Belair last year. Sasha Banks, as we are speculating, we believe Sasha Banks was going to beat Bianca Belair at SummerSlam last year, but she pulled out, in came Becky, and then Becky was the one that took the title. So does that mean Brock Lesnar was going to beat Roman Reigns at Day 1? I don't know, but all I'm saying is that's not an excuse to just completely ruin Big E. It's not I'm sorry. It's just a lame-ass excuse to take the title off of Brock Lesnar. And I know people are going to be telling me, oh, but Patrick, this means we get Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania. Don't you want to see that match? I don't want to see Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, especially for the WWE Championship. Does the WWE Championship need to be on Brock Lesnar for the match to happen? No, the title doesn't need to be on Brock. You can still do the match without the WWE Championship. This is why I say Brock Lesnar is like a magnet to these championships. Every time this dude comes back, he's always involved in like a WWE title match. Whether it's the Universal one or the WWE one. He's just always there. You can't get rid of this dude. You just can't get rid of him. And that's the thing that irritates me so much. You can bring Brock back and put him in feuds that don't involve championships. Is that really that hard to do? You could have still had Big E retain the WWE Championship. You didn't need Brock Lesnar to be WWE Champion just for him to get to Bobby Lashley. Do you want to know how you can get Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley without putting the WWE Championship on Brock Lesnar? You have Bobby Lashley eliminate the Beast from the Royal Rumble match. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Easy, simple, it's just that easy, and it's that simple. And you're off to the races for your WrestleMania match. The Beast versus the Almighty. Easy. You didn't need to strap the WWE Championship on Big E. Now obviously people are saying, oh, but this makes things more unpredictable. What do you mean makes things more unpredictable? You've just said it's Bobby Lashley that's going to face Brock at WrestleMania. Oh, God. This is why I've always advocated for the future. This is why I always will. This is why I'll always advocate for the future. This is why I will never stop advocating for the future. This is why I don't want to see Alexa Bliss challenge for championships, because when she eventually comes back and when she's in that title picture, you know she's going to get her hands on that strap, and then she's just going to beat everybody else in the division, like what Becky Lynch is doing with Liv Morgan, like what Charlotte Flair does, like what Roman Reigns has been doing. What's the whole damn point? And I get it, these are your big stars and you want to keep them in that title picture. But can they at least, maybe help somebody else eventually hit that higher level? Like what Sasha Banks always does? Sasha Banks has elevated how many people in the span of 6 years, Bianca Belair is in the position that she is in right now because of Sasha Banks. If that was Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair that fought Bianca Belair, Charlotte and Becky would have beaten Bianca, and then fans would have claimed that Bianca got buried. But because Sasha Banks is so selfless, and she always cares about the division that's around her, she helps elevate other people. Doesn't Brock Lesnar care about his division? Doesn't he care about helping other people out? Does Alexa Bliss care about her division and cares about the people that's around her in her division to help elevate them? Does Becky Lynch care? Apparently Becky Lynch does care. She wanted to elevate Liv Morgan. Well, beating her didn't really do anything but to elevate her. Didn't do anything to elevate Liv Morgan. And let's make it worse. Let's just have Edge and The Miz. Edge and The Miz. Oh my god, don't get me started on their friggin' boring bore fest. God, who remembers the days when fans were sick of seeing people like Brock Lesnar? Sick of seeing The Undertaker? Sick of seeing The Big Show, Kane, Mark Henry, Goldberg, all these old nostalgic names continuously coming back. I remember those days when fans were so sick and tired of seeing these people, and everyone's all like, oh my god, stop bringing back these old codgers. Focus on the future of the business. Focus on the future. Focus on your future talent. And then ever since Edge has come back, people have done nothing but cheer this guy. Oh, all because he was forced to retire. Edge is the exact same thing as a Goldberg, as a Big Show, as a Mark Henry. He's a nostalgia act. He's a nostalgia act. We don't want to see these people. We're here for the future. Edge is not the future anymore. Maurice, she's the same thing. Hey, listen, I love me some Maurice, but she has not had any good matches since she's come back. People remember her mixed tag with John Cena and Nikki Bella at WrestleMania? That wasn't any good. Remember her match with Brie Bella on SmackDown? Awful match. I considered that one of the worst women's main events in history, next to Nikki Bella versus Ronda Rousey. And then remember the mixed tag, Miz and Maurice versus Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella? Another pretty crappy match. And no, none of these matches have anything to do with who won. It has more to do with the match quality itself. They were not good matches. I don't care who the hell wins them as long as the matches are good. And none of Maurice's matches since she's come back has been any good. And now you're going to involve Beth Phoenix, who we all knew was going to get involved in this storyline anyway. I'm fine with people like Maurice and Beth Phoenix making one-off appearances in Royal Rumble matches. I'm perfectly fine with that, but I do not want to see them back in an active ring full-time. I don't want to see them back in an active ring full-time. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't want to see any old nostalgic superstar. And then people are clamoring for Trish Stratus to come back and face Sasha Banks. No. This is what this world has become now. Gone the days when no one wanted to see nostalgia acts, now everybody wants all the nostalgia acts to come back. Bring back your Eves. Bring back your Melinas. Bring back everybody. This is what this world has become now. Let's bring back all the old codgers. Forget about all the newer talents. Let's just bring back all the oldies. Please, enough is enough. We're here for the future, not for the nostalgia. Ridge Holland is now injured again. I can only wonder how long until he gets released, because same thing happened to Tegan Nox. She got injured due to the amount of injuries she's sustained. Sheamus won all by himself against Cesaro and Ricochet. We had a brilliant open tag match with the Usos and the New Day. I never get bored of seeing these two teams fight each other. And this is why, because they put on great matches. And they ended up winning with the 3D. That was definitely very different. Kudos. Drew McIntyre and Madcap Moss should not have been as long as it should have been. It should have been Drew McIntyre making quick work of Madcap. And then RK Bro. I still have to suffer through RK Bro's awful title reign. Now I have to suffer through... I have to continue suffering through RK Bro's awful title reign. Jesus Christ, man. RK Bro is such an awful... It's just an awful team. Randy Orton just carries Riddle throughout the entire thing. And then Edge beating Miz in a 20-minute ball fest. Beth coming back. Who cares? And then Becky beating Liv Morgan, which, let's be honest here, we knew Liv was never gonna win. And I'm sorry to tell you guys, Liv's done. She's done. That's it. She's not winning the Royal Rumble. She's not versing Becky Lynch at WrestleMania. The winner of the Royal Rumble is either going to be Sasha Banks or it's going to be Bayley. One of those two are winning the Royal Rumble. I'm sorry to tell you this, but Liv Morgan is not winning the Royal Rumble match. She's done. That's it. Day one was her last chance. Sure, they could probably give her more... Sure, they could probably give, Becky some other people, maybe before WrestleMania. But all I'm saying is, Liv Morgan is done. That's it. She's done. And then we got... Brock Lesnar. Great. Burying Big E. After everything they've done with Big E, they literally buried this guy. They couldn't have Brock pin Seth. They couldn't have him pin Owens. They couldn't have him pin Lashley. Big E, the WWE champion, was pinned. And now we're back to square one again with Brock Lesnar as WWE champion. Great, I can't wait for this man to sit at home until WrestleMania to defend that WWE championship. He's going to go moose hunting with the WWE championship over his shoulder. He's going to kill more mooses. That's what he's going to do. He's going to take that title, go home. He's gonna go home, take that title with him, and then he's gonna go moose hunting. I don't get it, people. I don't get how people are happy about this. But that's your day one review, guys. That's all I'm giving you guys for this review. That's all I'm giving you guys for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy this review. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment your thoughts and opinions down below. The show overall was solid, but I don't agree with Brock Lesnar becoming WWE champion. I don't care how I just don't. You can literally do Brock versus Lashley without the title. Anyway, thanks for joining it. Thank you for joining me. See you guys next time.